Today's topic is why I don't give a shit about Douglas Ducote being homeless. Yeah, I could care fucking less. See, back when old Trump mocked a disabled person, old Dougie cheered that on. Oh, he thought that was so great that he went out and voted for it. When any decent person would have looked at that and say, nah, no, we're not gonna do that. But old Dougie's different. Yeah, mocking disabled people is right up his fucking alley. So is hounding Lieutenant Colonel Vindman out of the Army. Yeah, by a 5-time draft dodger. Hounds an American hero out of the Army. Alexander Vindman came here as a 3-year-old. Thought so much of this country. Loved this country so much that he decided to service in the Army. A combat wounded soldier. Hounded out of the Army by a 5-time draft dodger. So yeah, I don't give a shit if Douglas Ducote is sleeping in a fucking tent. The way I look at it, being fucking Douglas Ducote and voting for a man like Alexander Vindman to be hounded out of the Army by a draft dodger, that tells you what Douglas Ducote's all about. So yeah, I hope he's living in a fucking tent. Alexander Vindman is an American hero. Douglas Ducote and all his idiot clown posse wouldn't make a pimple on Lieutenant Colonel Vindman's ass because they're a bunch of dickheads. But old Dougie tells us, oh, what a great patriot he is. Nah, Douglas Ducote, you're not a fucking patriot. Alexander Vindman is a patriot because he stood for 3 things: honor, integrity, and service to this country. What do you stand for, Douglas Ducote? You stand with the 5-time draft dodger. So I don't give a shit if Douglas Ducote's living in a freaking tent. I hope the motherfucker's sleeping on the ground. So yeah, fuck him. Yeah, fuck him. So when we find out that Russia's paying bounties on our soldiers, what does the 5-time draft dodger do? Nothing. And what does Dougie Ducote say about it? Nothing. Not a damn thing. So that's who Douglas Ducote is. He talks a big game about, oh, he's so great, but we got soldiers in the field with bounties on their heads and a 5-time draft dodger backed up by Douglas Ducote is not doing a damn thing about it. And old Dougie says, well, what could we have done? Asymmetrical warfare, Douglas Ducote. Oh, damn, I used another big word. Old Dougie's not going to know what the hell it means. And I'm not going to explain it to him because he's a dumb fuck. So, when the Russians interfered in our last election to elect a 5-time bone spur draft dodger, Dougie was just fine with that. You see, you don't know where Dougie ends and the Russian shit starts, because Dougie's just fine with that. Obama put sanctions on Russia for doing that, for interfering in our elections. The 5-time bone spur, who is owned wholly by Vladimir Putin takes the sanctions off. And has since then done everything he freaking can to help out Putin with Dougie's cheering. Oh, Dougie cheers that right on. So yeah, when a hurricane takes out Douglas Ducote's house, I don't really give a shit. The way I look at it, fuck Douglas Ducote. There ought to be some kind of retribution for being a fucking traitor. That's what Douglas Ducote is. So now the orange clown in the White House is saying, if he doesn't win the election and the election wasn't fair, never mind that we've had peaceful transition of power in this country since the beginning. And old Dougie Ducote will shit all over that Constitution. He'll shit all over that Constitution to help out the 5-time draft dodger. So yeah, if Dougie Ducote is sleeping on the ground in a tent, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if he's sleeping on the freaking ground in a tent. While y'all look at it, that's exactly what ought to happen to him, because he's a racist traitor. He backs a 5-time draft dodger. And then he shits all over Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, who is more of a freaking American than Douglas Ducote will ever know. Will ever fucking know. So yeah, if Dougie's sleeping in a fucking tent on the ground, I'm thinking the only upgrade we need to do for his traitorous ass is a federal penitentiary. So yeah, Dougie, fuck you and have fun sleeping in your damn tent, bitch.